Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my Week 15 Monday Night Football predictions between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Now, let's kick it off with the injury report of the Las Vegas Raiders, starting with defensive end Max Crosby with an ankle injury. He is out for the game. Then moving on to cornerback Sam Webb with a back injury. He is doubtful for this game. Then moving on to defensive lineman Adam Butler with a concussion, and Aiden O'Connell, quarterback with a knee injury, both questionable for the game. Then moving on to cornerback Nate Hobbs with an ankle injury, running back Alexander Madison with an ankle injury, tight end Justin Shorter, I think that's how you say it, with a back injury, and wide receiver Jacoby Myers with an ankle injury. Now, when it comes to the injury report of the Raiders, obviously the Raiders are just done. They're done for the year. They've been eliminated already a long time ago. Max Crosby's gone. Adam Butler and Aiden O'Connell, both, in my opinion, will not play in this game. Sam Webb, same thing. I don't think that the Raiders, offensive or defensively, specifically defensively without Max Crosby, will be successful against the Atlanta Falcons. So expect the Falcons offense to just light up the Raider defense. Now, moving on to the Raider offense, starting with quarterback Aiden O'Connell, who is questionable, so he could be replaced by Desmond Ridder. Running back is Sincere McCormick. Wide receivers, you got Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, and Terrace Marshall Jr. Tight end, Brock Powers. Left tackle, Colton Miller. Jackson's Powers Johnson at left guard. Andre James at center. Right guard with Dylan Parham. Right tackle, Thayer Munford. And honestly, this offensive line will not help the Raiders one bit in this game. Even though I see Powers Johnson as honestly, he's a rookie. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt at the least for him. He's young. Brock Powers, excellent tight end. Jacoby Myers, pretty good receiver. Trey Tucker, same. Terrace Marshall has been doing an alright job, but if Desmond Ridder is the quarterback, expect this team to not perform as well as they would if it was Aiden O'Connell, but that's also not a good idea. The most likely chances is that the Raiders select the quarterback in the next draft, and then just hopefully they are able to rebuild with the new head coach, new quarterback, etc., etc. In the end, the Raiders' offense are going to fail due to the Falcons' defense just being on either Aiden O'Connell or Desmond Ridder. Now, moving on to the defense of the Las Vegas Raiders, we got defensive ends Tyree Wilson and Clavon Chason, I think that's how you say it. Defensive tackles are John Jenkins and Adam Butler, but if Butler cannot go, Jonah Laulu will take over. Then we got weak side linebacker Divine Diablo, inside linebacker Robert Spilling, and strong side linebacker Tommy Eichenberg. Cornerbacks, we got Jack Jones and Marion Richardson with Nate Hobbs at the nickelback position. Then we got free safety Tre'von Moehrig and Isaiah Palomau at strong safety. In the end, just like I've said with the Raiders offense, this injury-based team is going to really struggle taking down Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons. I'm expecting a bloodbath by the Atlanta Falcon offense on the Raider defense. This is going to be insane for the Las Vegas Raiders, and I don't expect their defense to do much in this game. Now, moving on to the Atlanta Falcons injury report, we got linebacker Troy Anderson with a knee injury and wide receiver Casey Washington with a concussion, both out for the game. Then on to Rook Orororo, I think that's how you say it, with an ankle injury, and he is questionable for the game. Then we get on to safety Jesse Bates with a shoulder injury, tight end Charlie Warner with a wrist injury, wide receiver Darnell Mooney with a foot injury, and defensive lineman Zach Harrison with an Achilles injury. Now, when it comes down to it, I think Orororo will in fact play. I'm just going to call him Rook. I don't know. That last name is just spinning my head around. But yeah, the loss of Washington, not that big of a deal. Anderson, that is a bigger deal. Although, that won't really do much for the Falcons defense. I think that'll be just fine. and Casey Washington's departure due to injury is not really that big of a deal, like I've just said. And yeah, I'm not really seeing that much of a difference, especially since they're going up against the Raiders. Now, moving on to the offense of the Atlanta Falcons, starting with quarterback Kirk Cousins, running back Bijan Robinson, wide receiver Drake London, Darnell Mooney, and Ray McLeod. Tight end, we got Kyle Pitts. Left tackle, Jake Matthews. Matthew Bergeron, I think that's how you say it, at the left guard position. Center, Drew Dalman. Right guard, Chris Lindstrom. And right tackle, Caleb McRae. Now, when it comes to his offensive line, no issues. It's a pretty good offensive line, and I expect them to really hold up the Raiders' defensive line in this game all night long. Maybe 2 sacks to Kirk Cousins, and that's about it. And basically, Bijan's going to run right over the Raiders, while Mooney and London are just going to be downfield all day long, catching touchdowns from Kirk Cousins, and maybe you see 2 rushing touchdowns by Bijan. In the end, it's really going to be a very big offensive matchup for the Atlanta Falcons, while the Raider defense, honestly, I think they're just waiting for 2025 at this point. Now, moving on to the defense of the Atlanta Falcons, starting with defensive ends Grady Jarrett and Zach Harrison, with nose tackle David Onyemata, weak side linebacker Matthew Judon, inside linebackers Caden Ellis and Nate Ladman, strong side linebacker Arnold Ibikitike. I don't know if that's how you say it, but moving on, cornerback AJ Terrell, cornerback Mike Hughes, nickelback D. Al Ford, Jesse Bates at free safety, and Justin Simmons at strong safety. Now, when it comes to this defense, I honestly believe that the Atlanta Falcons are honestly going to be sacking either Desmond Ridder or Aiden O'Connell, whoever it is, about 4 to 5 times in this game and pressure him about 10 times. Maybe even get 17 hits on the quarterback. Yes, 17 in the entire game. And honestly, I'm expecting a few interceptions as well, maybe by AJ Terrell and Judon. Or you can get Judon getting some sacks in this game, maybe send him on a little blitz. But in the end, I'm thinking that this defense is just gonna basically, let's just say, like I said, a bloodbath to the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, in conclusion, I'm gonna say 13 to 45, Falcons win. Now, I'm going to tell you this. We're going to be seeing 4 interceptions by the Raiders quarterback, whoever it might be. And we're going to be seeing 3 touchdown passes from Kirk Cousins and 2 rushing touchdowns, obviously by Bijan Robinson. So in the end, honestly, that's 5. So you got 35 points off of that. And then you got 10 points. Another touchdown, maybe a pick 6, and a field goal. That's all I think will happen, really. The Falcons will just dominate this game from beginning to end, and the Raiders will just be waving the white flag at the end of the game because they're looking forward to the year 2025. Now, that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tweet me any video ideas. Also, tell me down in the comments below who do you think is going to win and who do you think is going to lose. Tell me down in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe, and hit the notification if you want more videos. And I'll see you guys next time.